In this video, we will sample the PWM signals generated from a microcontroller STM32F103 into the logic analyzer and display the generated waveform of PWM signals and analyzing its various parameters like frequency, time period, time width, negative duty cycle, positive duty cycle, etc. So first thing to do is to upload the PWM code into your host microcontroller. Here my microcontroller is STM32F103 blue chip, and in which I have configured the PA0 as my PWM output pin for this demonstration. And in this I have configured the PWM signal settings that will generate the PWM signal at 50 Hz frequency, and duty cycle will be varying from 0% to 100%, and that will be plotted into our logic analyzer. So this is the logic analyzer, and in which where my ground are the first two channels, and then the subsequent ground has 6420 below it, and the other ground has 7531, and this is the ground. The 6421 is the the lane where the embarked area is there. You can also watch out my previous video in which I have told the whole introduction of logic analyzer to get to know about how to use this. So now first doing the connection of our logic analyzer channel pins to my STM32 PWM output pin. So now I will be connecting my PWM output pin PA0. Okay, whichever controller you are using and whichever pin from which you are getting your PWM signal, connect that pin to one of the channels of logic analyzer. So this is my 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 fifth pin, and I have connected this brown wire to my channel 6. As you can see that this is my embedded area, this embarked area. The embarked area first is the ground, so white one is the ground that will be connected to the ground of my host controller or the signal, the host device from which signal will be coming, and the below is the channel 6 that is connected to my PWM output pin. Now open the logic analyzer software and just connect your logic analyzer hardware to your host PC. As you will connect it, it will automatically detect it and it will show you connected and showing you all the channels. Now you just go to the start, make the sampling speed enough that is more than your frequency of your PWM that you have configured, and make your duration in terms of seconds, milliseconds, or in time samples. I am using seconds and making the sample script for 4 seconds, and start the sampling. So as you will start the sample in the channel 6 at which we have connected a PWM pin of the microcontroller and into the channel 6 of my logic analyzer hardware. Okay, so you will see that you can properly see the different varying frequency, varying duty cycle of your signal from the, like initially it is 15.7 seconds, 14 point, it is decreasing and subsequently, and then it is decreasing and then increasing to 75% and nearing to the 100% with the frequency of 150 Hz only. Now in the annotation section you can measure out the many things, like go to the measurement point, select the measurement and select any of the point of your captured signal and make it extend to another point, and now you can configure that what all parameters you want to check for this, for between this time. So like you can check out the number of minimum negative pulses, maximum negative pulses, how many there, maximum negative positive pulses, average frequency, duty cycle, rising falling edge, positive pulses, negative pulses, all such parameters which can help you while debugging your code or while developing your application code. So for the servo motors also, when we need to configure our servo motors at the frequency of 50 Hz only, with the time period ranging from time period ranging from 10 to 20 milliseconds, so it is very easy to figure out and debug the code directly from logic analyzer. So that's how you can plot and capture your PWM signals into your logic analyzer and visualize the digital signals by understanding and seeing their various parameters from the annotation section. So that's it for now. So guys, that's it for now. Subscribe the channel and do mention on your any views or queries in the below comment section if you have, and share this video with your friends so as to make them know on how to use the logic analyzer and its features. And for the upcoming subsequent videos will be on the debugging UART protocol, SPI protocol, I2C protocol via logic analyzer and seeing those signals into our logic analyzer. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching the video.